This is Frankie Abrazzino with the Scoop News. We all know about the Braves and that it looks like it's going to be something that's going to happen. Still have some couple concerns. There one of the issues is I heard the individual, I can't remember his name on yesterday, and he said, "Look, basically the taxpayers aren't going to pay anything. We're getting 20 million from the tourist money, and then we're going to public fund and some other stuff." But think about it: when you take that 20 million that's used by the county to attract tourism and allocate it over to the Braves, where are you going to come up with the extra money for the tourism? So it's just, they're saying there's no taxes, but yeah, there may be. Um, Unless you're going to say, okay, we're not going to spend any more money on tourism. That 20 million that we would have spent, we're putting it for the Braves, and we're going to rely on that tourism, which I just don't see happening. The other thing is on River Road. And as you all know, they just repaved over it, and the MPO basically they came out and said, "Look, we have plans to widen this, and we we finally got it on the radar, but now we got to come up with the funding." And that was about, I don't know, what, 2, 3 months ago when the county came down here and had a meeting at the South County area. And now they're saying, well, that's great, but we need it before then. And they're trying to look for avenues that will get it done sooner rather than later. And I guess they need this widening project done by 2020 because basically that's going to be a major artery for the Braves. A lot of those guys will be living out of Venice, motels in Venice for the people that go to see the games. Same with Northport traveling back and forth. 75 issues, we all know there. It's something that's really needed. To quote that, you know, so basically, they're going to go out and they're going to try to find this money, and they're thinking about talking to both Charlotte County, and I'm not sure if Charlotte County would be interested. I don't know why they would, and Sarasota County to try to come up with new avenues to get this money. One of it is through this program that basically it's called TRIP, TRIP is the acronym, Transportation Regional Incentive Program. And sometimes they'll come up and they'll fund half of it, and you got to come up with the money for the other half. So, to make a long story short, basically, yeah, we are going to be paying for the Braves visa either through that tourism thing where they're going to allocate 20 million there. So then what are we going to do to attract the tourism? Because that's obviously what all the business leaders and politicians want. And then the other issue is funding a river road. Now, that's something we've been needing. So I don't know if there's too much of a gripe about that. However, I think if we waited for it to come out within the normal sequential timelines, we may not be paying as much at the local level. I think with this new route where they're trying to expedite it, we may be paying more at the local level, if that makes sense. Again, there's not a lot of information that's being shared out there on that whole concept, and they're just in the beginning stages. This has been Frankie Abrazzino with the Scoop News.